Hey, welcome to a not truck cast. We're not in the truck. I'm not working. It's more like a video chat with Ron. We are in the Malibu, coming back from Waterford. It's just a little something I wanted to try. Got a little sunshine coming in the window. According to the dash, it is 28 degrees. We have the cruise set at 77, just so that you don't think I'm being overly unsafe. Sunday afternoon from Waterford to Kentwood. Probably I won't do this for that entire drive because that would be a long time. But I tried this in the truck and I wasn't terribly thrilled with it. Plus, if I'm taking videos of me driving, that seems like grounds for getting fired. Yeah, betting that the company would frown on that. Oh look, Ron's a TV star on our time. Saw Tyler. That was good. He didn't want to go to see a movie with his mother and I last night. We went and saw Jack the Giant Slayer, which we both kind of agreed that we were hoping for more from it. I was hoping for a little bit more of a spin on the classic story, but instead what I got was pretty much a retelling of Jack and the Beanstalk. You know, Hollywood version. There was no goose that laid the golden egg. However, there was a golden egg. The giants were just kind of these tall, Neanderthal, dirty things. And of course, the girl was a princess, and it just wasn't a great movie. Not a bad way to spend the evening, but it was not great. We did that after going to a Polish restaurant for dinner, where Tyler got some sort of chicken pasta, which probably was Italian in nature. Origins? Nature? What are we talking about? And I got walleye? Yeah, it was walleye. It was fish, walleye. Which waitress was kind of, she sucked. The waitress was not good. Another waitress where I was kind of put off by the fact that she seemed to be annoyed that we would dare to come to her restaurant and order food, want to eat. Like, oh, are we bothering you, ma'am? Because we can always go not eat here. But she didn't really give me what my options were, and I didn't look in the menu. So that comes with a potato, and I went with fries, which was a mistake. Fish wasn't bad, but I should not have had fries. Heidi was the only one that actually got a Polish meal. Some sort of stuffed cabbage thing, majigger. Which, I tried the sausage. The sausage was kind of bland. Didn't really have a lot of flavor to it. The came with like a kielbasa sort of thing as well. It's like sausage and kielbasa. I didn't try that. She said that was much better. Came with some pierogies. Those were pretty good. I like me the pierogies. But it was kind of, I probably wouldn't go back. It was loud, and I don't like loud. And I like loud when I'm in the car and I'm listening to the music, but I do not like loud in the restaurant when I'm trying to just have a nice dinner. It just, the acoustics weren't good. And then after that, I was like, you know, what time is it? Because this movie, it starts at 9:20. They're like, oh, it's like 8 o'clock or something. I was like, well, is anybody interested in seeing this movie? And Tyler was not. He decided to get dropped off at home. I don't know. So that's what we did. We dropped him off at home. We went and saw the movie. Since we had just gone from dinner, there was no popcorn, no soda, so it was, relatively cheap, given a first-run opening weekend movie. But given that it was the first weekend that this movie was out, even if it wasn't great, I figured there would be more people in the theater than what actually were in the theater. There was surprisingly few people in there. But it wasn't bad. It had, what's his face? Obi-Wan Kenobi, young version, not the old version. I think he's dead. Probably would not recommend that you run out and go see that. If it comes on HBO and you've got HBO and it's free, yeah, go ahead and watch it. You might feel like you wasted 2 hours, but then again, you might enjoy it. I don't know. It was okay. It was better than Hansel and Gretel. Witch hunters. You gotta add that, otherwise you just think, oh, a couple of kids that pushed a witch into the oven and she died. Hansel and Gretel was just corny, and it was a nice premise that they just didn't execute on. It was not better than the Die Hard movie that I saw a couple of weekends past. I don't know, it's just a good weekend. I went out there on Friday, spent the weekend with Heidi, got my fill of the lady. Now I'm headed home. I'm a little tired, I'm a little rambling man, Ron McKerrick on Autoin.com, hosted by YouTube. Wow, that's crazy bright. That's better. The camera seems to be completely like all this, very whited out, highlighting my pale skin, my unshaved pale skin. I don't know if Zachary's going to be home when I get there. Probably will swing by Jimmy John's, and if he's actually there, I might get a sandwich so I don't have to cook when I get home. I gotta play my Madden games tonight so that my brother has something to do tomorrow. See, I'm all about keeping other people happy. Go to Waterford, make sure Heidi's happy. See Tyler so that he's happy. Check on Zachary to make sure he's happy. Play my games so that my brother's happy. Took my sister to Toledo yesterday to look at a car. She did end up buying the car, so that's good. Bought a car in Toledo, little Ford Little. This car was right next to that car, and I recognize that the Malibu is a mid-size sedan, and the Taurus is a full-size sedan. What I did not realize, because I think of the Malibu as being a pretty big car, the Taurus is taller, it's wider, it's longer, it's just bigger in every dimension. It's a fucking huge car. I don't think I would want one. Not because it's big, but just the more I look at them, the less, I don't know. It's a nice looking car, but I don't think I would want one. And not just because it's a Ford, although that is kind of an issue for me. kind of a GM man myself. Like me, the GMs. But anyway, went to Toledo, and she found this Ford Taurus. She bought it, drove it home. So I did that so that she would be happy, because I'm all about making people happy. Maybe later I'll call my mother to make sure that she's happy. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what I will do? Are any of you feeling the impact of the sequestration? Probably not yet. Soon. Very, very soon. It will happen. You will be impacted. It will be good stuff in a very bad way. What else did I want to touch on? So I was coming back from Toledo, went right by Tecumseh. I should have stopped and seen Joel, as I had some time before Heidi got off work, and I guess I could have either stopped and seen Joel or ran straight back to the apartment condo thing, whatever it is, and spend some more time with Tyler. But instead I shot over to Arby's and kind of waited around for Heidi to get out. I mean, I didn't wait long because I had to drive all the way there. Maybe 40 minutes, is that what I waited? Yeah, probably about that. Had my chocolate shake. And okay, now here's something that we can go off on. Chocolate shake. A shake in general. I understand, sure, you want it to be thick enough to stand a spoon up in. Right, that's fine. But why is everybody's shake so damn thick anymore that you can't eat it or drink it? You have to eat it. You can't drink it with a straw without blowing up blood vessels in your face because you're sucking on that straw so hard. That's not an enjoyable experience. How about a nice milky milkshake? Sure, you can make it thick enough that you can stand your straw up in. That's expected, and maybe even the spoon, but it doesn't need to be ice cream in a cup. It's supposed to be a milkshake. Not that there's any milk in any of this stuff. I don't think there's a single restaurant that still uses milk in their milkshakes. I think it is some simulated dairy product thing. Where was I at? I went someplace else and got a milkshake not too long ago. And what they did was they made a sundae, which is just, I mean, you know what a sundae is. It's ice cream, fruit. In this case, it was fudge because it was a chocolate shake. And then they whipped it with, you know, like Dairy Queen uses for the Blizzard. And the Blizzard, you eat a Blizzard with a spoon. And then they hand it to you with a straw, and they're like, enjoy. You know, there's no fucking way I'm getting that out of that cup with that straw. And you gotta sit there and you gotta do one of these, try and, you know, transfer heat from your hands into the cup to melt the ice cream so that you can sip the melted shit off the edges. That's not what a milkshake should be. Change it. Bring back milkshakes like I like them. Oh, little John Fogerty playing the center field. Yay! Want me to sing to you? I'm not gonna. So that's my deal with shakes at this point. It's just unacceptable. I don't want ice cream in a cup. I want a milkshake. Is a malt the same thing? very bright. Better? So yeah, a malt. I don't know what the difference is between a malt and a shake. I feel like I should know, but I don't. So, in the comments, leave a comment, send an email, tell me what the difference is. I don't know. I can look it up on Wikipedia, but I'm not gonna. I'm relying on you, my audience, my fan base, my peeps. You're my peeps. To tell me what a malt is. Tell me what a malt is and what the difference is between a malt and a shake. I know what a float is. A float is ice cream. Ice cream. Kind of like a modern shake, but in this case, ice cream with a beverage poured over it. And then it gets all foamy, like a root beer float. Ice cream and root beer. That's not a shake or a malt. So I'm clear on malts. Or I'm clear on... I don't even know what the hell I'm saying now. I'm clear on what is a float. Please, if you would, describe to me the difference between a shake and a malt. I would be most appreciative. I was talking about Heidi because in the... Oh, so much sun. Blindingly bright. So, I was watching Tron just before I got in the car. The new Tron, not the old Tron. And the Olivia Wilde character asked, I don't know what his name is. It's not Tron. Tron is somebody else, but the Jeff Bridges' son character. You know what I'm saying. She asked him to describe the sun, and he did. And, you know, the usual, oh, it's so bright and warm, and it's, oh, blah, blah, blah. Then they cut to commercial, and it was one of those breakfast commercials for, you know, the microwavable breakfast, where the guy's in the big sun suit, and he's like drinking coffee, and he's like, yo, you need a healthy breakfast. It's not Bob Evans, but it's something. You've seen the commercials. I don't need to tell you what it is. But I was thinking in Tron, when he was asked to describe the sun, it would have been very humorous if he had described that character from that ad. Oh, he's kind of the sun. It's kind of a middle-aged guy, cup of coffee, big foam sphere with little triangles all around the edges of it. Always pushing the microwave breakfast. That would be funny. Probably would have taken away from the movie, but probably not by much, because it was not a great movie. But then that's not surprising, because the original Tron, despite the fact that it's classic, 1980, was it 2? 83? I don't know. You can IMDb that. Throwing out the IMDb shout. Don't use it much. Not a big movie fan. But the original was not awesome, was not a great big, you know, blowout, was not a Star Wars. It was just a movie. Just a movie. And not a very good movie. So why would the new one be great? It was not bad, but it was pretty typical Hollywood fare. And I thought they were making a trilogy. I thought everything was going to be a trilogy. And there's been no talk about the next one in that series. You know what else I have not heard anything more about? The third Clash of the Titans movie. You had Clash of the Titans and you had Wrath of the Titans. But I thought that was supposed to be a trilogy too. Also, not great movies. It would be nice when we get to the point where all these special effects are just kind of, I don't know, they're to the point where they work them into the story as opposed to just being like, we don't need a story because it's a movie and we're just going to show you a bunch of really cool effects. Which I appreciate cool effects, but I appreciate a good story and believable characters more. Characters, story, visuals. Can you do that for me, Hollywood? Thank you. Give me a good movie. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter? Not a very good movie. Pretty good book, not a very good movie. What else? What else? So I'm worried. So I just saw the Jack and the Beanstalk movie, or Jack the Giant Killer, or he kills one giant. And while it is an intentional killing of a giant, it is also accidental. I guess technically he kills two giants, but the killing of the second giant, that's kind of how I feel about it. Jack was not a hero of the epic proportions. He was no Gilgamesh. He was more like Charlie Brown than Gilgamesh. Kind of, stumbled into being a hero, not very good at it. But I do love the girl. Whatever. The Oz movie. The Great and Oz the Great and Powerful, or the one with the Green Goblin's son starring in it. You know, the guy from Planet of the Apes. Or Rise of Planet of the Apes? Not Marky Mark. I'm not good at movies or actors, so you'll just have to forgive me on that. But, you know the Oz movie. I'm worried. Another movie that seems like it could be awesome, because I read Wicked, which is the story of the Green Witch. Wicked Witch of the wherever. That's who she is. She's the Wicked Witch of wherever. I'm worried that that's going to be another 3D special effects blowout, and despite all the name actors that are in it, it's going to suck ass. And there have been a lot of interesting things done by the fans of Wizard of Oz. I've seen some neat interpretations of the main characters, and I've read Wicked, I listened to Wicked, I didn't see the play, although I bet that was good too. I think there were 2 sequels to Wicked? 1 sequel? I don't know that I've read the Cowardly Lion book. I've looked at it, but I don't know if I've read it. But there's a lot of interesting stuff that you can do with the whole Oz mythology. And I'm concerned that it's not gonna live up to my expectations, because they never ever do. I watch a movie and I go, that's not how I would have done it. I might have, I don't know, made it better, focused on some other things, not worried about 3D. Because have you noticed the only things that ever happen in a 3D movie, other than Avatar, which Avatar did a fantastic job with the 3D, because it just kind of embraced it, I felt. But even that, what the hell? Somebody just changed lanes in front of me, the car freaked out. Crazy car. We're 40 yards behind that car. 3D. They do the same shit in every movie. Oh, look, something's coming at you. That was 3D. 3D. Oh, whoa. Yeah, wow, that's neat. Stuff coming out of the screen at me. Oh, look, a spear, a stick. Somebody just spat a loogie and it looks like it landed on the guy in the row in front of me. That might be funny. And then they always have to do the flying scene or the roller coaster scene where, oh, look, we're flying, or we're in a runaway shopping cart. You're in a runaway shopping cart, and oh, look, now we've gone off a cliff. Look, we're falling. You know what? You could get rid of that shit. We've seen it 100 times. You're not doing it any better or any worse than anybody else has ever done it. And if that's all we're getting out of 3D, I am not going to wear the fucking glasses while I watch the movie. Because is it just me, or does everybody else feel like those glasses, the 3D glasses, kind of dampen the color spectrum of the movie? It's just, I'm not a fan of 3D. It is unnecessary. I live in a 3D world. Right now, I'm driving down the road in 3D. I'm recording this movie in 3D. 3D. But whatever. It's annoying. Fucking hate it. We've boxed ourselves in because everybody is going very slow. We just went by a state trooper. I don't know if you saw him out of the corner of the window, but he was there. I think everybody's a little freaked out. Like maybe they're tag teaming us. One back there, one up ahead. I'm changing lanes. Traveling Wilburys on the radio. Love the Traveling Wilburys. In this case, it's She's My Baby. Oh, great, great song. Here, listen to it. I love that song. Traveling Wilburys, I mean, you got Tom Petty, you got Bob Dylan, who, according to Don, is completely impossible to understand now in concert. You don't even know what the hell song he's singing, because he's just... That's my impersonation of what he probably sounds like. You got Jeff Lynne from ELO. Got Roy Orbison. I mean, that is a super, super group. It's too bad Roy's dead. He made 2 albums. They are treasures. Go to iTunes. Go to Amazon. Download them. Check them out. Traveling Wilburys. They are the bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Alright, we're about 29 minutes into this thing. If I come up with anything else to talk about, I'll talk about it. But for now, we're in the Malibu, and we're signing out. Bye-bye, ta-ta, see you later. Little video for the website, Harwin.com. I'm Ron McCart. We are closing up shop.